What's up, y'all? Welcome to
DeeTV.
Come on. You tuning in, you tuning in, you tuning in today. DeeTV. You tuning in, you tuning in, you tuning in today. DeeTV. You tuning in, you tuning in, you tuning in today. DeeTV. You tuning in, you tuning in, you tuning in today.
DeeTV, holla at your boy.
DeeTV.
What's up, world? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of DeeTV. I'm your boy, Derek Anderson, and this is segment number 3. Now, I want to give you guys some principles today, and I want you guys to grab a hold of this, man. Just hold on to it, man, because I'm telling you, it will change your life. It will help you out tremendously. I've read a lot of comments that people are leaving about the segments, and it's blessing a lot of people, but I just want to continue to encourage you guys, continue to motivate you guys. So if these segments are helping you out in any type of way, as soon as you get done with it, share it with another friend, share it with somebody, man, to inspire them, to motivate them for today. Now, first thing I want to start you off with, man, is that I just want to encourage you guys, man, to do more. Whatever it is that you're doing in your life, man, you can always do more. I was talking to one of my friends yesterday, man, and he was just kind of telling me some things, man, but he told me somebody told him that. And this guy's already in a position where he's doing really, really well in his life, but he was talking to a friend, and the friend told me, man, you're doing this, you're doing that, but you can do more. And he said, man, what do you mean? He said, man, you can always do more. And when he told me that, I was like, man, dude, that actually spoke volumes, man, because we always can do more than what we're doing. And the thing about it is we can never settle and say, I've done enough, because there's always somebody else out there that you can reach. There's always somebody else out there that's looking at you, that's saying, man, if they can make it, I can make it. So what you want to make sure you do is not give up because somebody else is watching you. Now, I want to start you guys off with a story, man. I started off cutting hair about over 10 years ago, man. I was just, wanting to be a barber. I told myself, man, eventually, man, I'm going to be the best barber that I can be. And what I had to do over this 10 years, man, is I had to fall in love with the process of becoming a barber. And what that means is I had to continue to, enjoy what I was doing. I had to continue to like what I was doing. I had to continue to get better over the years, because 10 years ago, I was not where I am now. A lot of people look at me now and they say, man, this guy's doing really well for himself and that type of thing. But the thing that keeps motivating me is that I cannot stop. I cannot settle. I cannot give up and say, man, well, I'm just doing good or whatever. I'm just, I'm okay. No, I have to continue to get better. I have to continue to fall in love with the process. I had to do that over 10 years ago because I had to start off. I wasn't doing much of anything for the first probably 2 or 3 years. I was just, constantly watching, my mentors and watching other people that are in the industry. And I kept watching them, wanting to get better. I wanted to watch and pick up on the things that they were doing. And even when nobody was coming, sitting in my chair, I had to continue to love the process that I was going through, because it was making me a better person. It was making me a better barber. So my outcome that I told myself a long time ago is that I want to be the best barber that I can be. So that process that I was going through continued to help me up to this point, man, and God has blessed me tremendously. But I will not stop. I will not quit. I will not continue to settle and say, man, I'm doing okay, so I'm okay. No, I'm going to continue to get better. So what I want to encourage you guys with is make sure that you're falling in love with the process, because whatever it is that you're going through, you have to make sure that you are enjoying. You have to make sure that you are falling in love with what you're going through, because it is all a process. It's something that's building you up to make you guys a better person. It's making you guys a better fit for what it is that you have set in your life that you want to get to. Things don't happen overnight. That's one thing that I want to encourage you guys with. Things do not happen overnight. You have to continue to work. You have to continue to progress, over time, to just continue to make sure that you're building, and going up that stepping ladder to get to your goal. So I just want to encourage you guys with that for right now, because that is something that you have to hold on to. You have to grasp it, because everything is a process. Everything is something that we have to go through a lot of stuff, man, to get where we want to be at. So that's principle number 1. Now, principle number 2, I want you guys to change your perspective. Change how you look at things. if you look at something and you say, man, this is difficult, man, I don't want to do this, you know, man, it's going to take me too long to get there. Change your perspective. The more you changing, man, it's like it's building you up. It's continuing to make you better. The more difficult it is, you know, if you make up your mind, you make a decision to say, I'm going to do this no matter what, it is going to change you. It is going to build you up to be a better person. For example, if I go to the weight room and I'm basically constantly lifting, I'm constantly pushing, I'm constantly going through that grind of tearing my muscles down, I know when I go out of there, I'm going to be sore for a day, maybe 2 days. But at the end, my strength is being built up. I'm getting stronger. I'm building myself up to be a better, you know, weight-wise. I'm pushing myself, man, to the limit to make sure that I can continue to go back in there stronger and more built up. So you got to change your perspective even in life, man. You got to make sure that you are changing your perspective on how you're looking at things, because it doesn't matter if it's difficult. It's going to be a lot of things that's going to be difficult in life, but we have to continue to make sure that we are pushing through that process to make sure that we are being built up as a better person. And then principle number 3, man, it's a biblical principle, man, but you have to have it, man. You got to hold on to your faith, man. Faith is something that I basically know that I've been told, but I don't see it right now. It's something basically that I hold on to it because I know eventually, man, what I've been told or what I'm believing in, it is going to come true in the end, man. You have to hold on to your faith, man, because that to me is equivalent to my why. And if you don't understand what I'm talking about, go back and watch one of my segments before. I talk about the why all the time, man. Make sure you have a why, because that why is what you're holding on to make sure that no matter how difficult it gets, you know, no matter what I go through, I'm going to make sure that I continue to push through this thing because my why is that strong. I have to know why I do things. I do things, man, because I want to be a better person. I do things for my family. I want my family to be in the best position possible. Man, I want my kids to be in the best position possible. I'm expecting my first one, but I want you guys to know, man, that you have to have a why, man. And once you hold on to that why, I'm telling you, it will push you. And you just have to hold on to faith, man. Make sure you have faith and make sure it's built up, man. The Bible says, man, weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. And so that's what this whole thing is about. Make sure that you're doing, things right now. And at the end of the day, man, you may be, crying, you may be depressed, you might be saying, man, ain't nothing happening, man, right now, man. But I'm telling you, joy is going to come in the morning. So make sure you're holding on to your faith. Make sure you're building yourself up to be a better person. And in the end, basically, man, just make sure, man, you are doing more than what you were doing yesterday. Make sure you're making yourself a better person, because if you don't change anything, man, your situation can start changing. But if you haven't changed yourself, it's going to all be, almost to a point where it's going to be pointless, because the situation will go right back to what it was, because you didn't change you. You didn't change your perspective. You didn't change who you were as a person. So make sure you're changing your whole perspective on life. Make sure you're making you a better person, and make sure you hold on to that faith that's going to push you, because it's going to elevate you to a whole nother level, man. So I just want to encourage you guys with that, man. Hold on to it, man. And if this helped you out in any type of way, man, share it with a friend, because this is about inspiration, it's about motivation, and it's meant to help people out. So continue to spread this message and continue to, man, make sure that you hold on to your faith. Make sure you're making yourself a better person, man. So once again, this is Derek Anderson, DTV. Peace.
You tuning in today. DTV.